everyone, and welcome to GeoTab's Wildcard Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us today. As always, my name is Shay Green. I'm one of the Learning Center trainers here at GeoTab. For today, we'll be hearing from Hillary Becker, a Senior Customer Success Specialist. She'll be presenting on what's new in MyGeotab. And with that being said, I'm going to hand things over to Hillary to get started.
Thank you, Shay. My name is Hillary. I am a Senior Customer Success Team member at GeoTab on our Customer Success team. And these are the MyGeotab updates for the 1904 release. Here we are. You can always verify your version of your release by going to MyGeotab, Administration, and About, and check the build number. So we have a bunch of UI enhancements coming your way. In the idea of making MyGeotab more your GeoTab, we've added the ability to reorganize columns on the vehicle page. Although this partially came in the 1903 release, in 1904 you can use VIN as the primary identifier now. Remember, you must have feature preview turned on for this functionality. Good to know, privacy mode has been renamed personal mode. The functionality remains the same. It was renamed to clarify the functionality of this specific feature. We've also added release notes as a menu item under Getting Started and Help. This makes it more convenient for you to stay on top of GeoTab release information. The ability to add a new template has been added to the Exception Rule Edit page. Previously, you'd have to create the template elsewhere. We've added this quick shortcut for ease of use. And a Help button update. Previously, there was a pencil icon. We've renamed it to Send Feedback for clarity. So what does this do? Well, sometimes when you use the Help Info button, it might be a little vague. You are now able to send feedback directly to our engineering team, and this would suggest improvements for the future. Odometer and asset number are now included in the device install history on MyGeotab. Currently, this is not visible to users, but we've made it available for your reference. Previously, the system only asked for confirmation to turn off a rule. Now it asks for confirmation for both turning on and turning off a rule. This helps prevent users from accidentally turning on or off a rule. We have two clearance updates. There is a new View Groups clearance. This allows users to view groups without making changes to the groups. And then View Device Reports List Devices has been renamed List Users to be more consistent with other security clearance naming conventions. Okay, the style guide, it has been removed. This was always meant for internal purposes. We came to the realization that external companies were leveraging the style guide. The problem is GeoTab at any time can change the CSS elements, which could break external integrations. The Select All in Filter option has been removed from the user page search. This was removed to prevent accidentally editing more users than intended, which was a side consequence sometimes before. To better differentiate between active and inactive faults, we've added an icon for inactive faults. You can see an example of this icon in the screenshot on the page. To better serve the vast European market for tachograph and the many countries supported, the key input on this page has been updated to accommodate for this. There are a number of smaller updates that we've included on this slide for your reference. We'll share the presentation with you in a moment, but this will just kind of highlight, like for instance, we've added Brazilian Portuguese to the EULA. We also have a number of SDK updates, and we've included a list of those for our SDK users. All right, and that is all of the MyGeotab updates coming in the 1904 release. Any questions, Shay?
And it looks like we do have a question that just popped in. So Hillary, the first one we have here is an inactive fault just showing there? Was it a fault at a certain time but is no longer happening? The wording on that is just a little confusing. Did you understand the question, Hillary? Did you go back to the faults page?
Going back to the faults page, my understanding is that when a fault is no longer active, perhaps it's been dismissed or something, either way, a fault that is no longer currently active is what this icon is identifying. If you need further clarification, let us know.
All right, so we are going to leave the line open for any questions that do pop through. I know this was a very quick presentation today, guys. Our 1904 release is coming up in the near future, so we just wanted to make sure that you guys were all aware of what would be coming essentially to your databases really, really soon. When there is that update, just to let you guys know, I do have a couple of people popping in that they're currently still in the 1902 release. So just to give you guys a heads up that you may be on a little bit of an older version, but this 1904 release will be coming out to you guys pretty soon.
The other thing to note is that this is just the MyGeotab or the database side updates that are coming through. There will be an additional presentation in a future Wildcard Wednesday about the ELD 1904 release updates.
And it looks like we have a couple more questions coming in for you here, Hillary. Next one up, we have, does moving the tabs in the vehicle page change for everyone or just your own personal view?
That is a great question, and I'm not exactly sure of that answer, but I would be happy to find that out and get that information to that user.
Alrighty, next question we have, is odometer and VIN available in all plans?
Yes.
Alrighty, next question we have here, how do you roll out the updates? Who gets the new release first?
So the engineering team will roll out the updates on a server by server basis, and it just typically depends on how they go through it. I believe it might be certain ones that go first, but ultimately it's just an order of they roll it out slowly over time. And we have an update on the VIN moving question in the user interface on the vehicle page. And we believe that is for your personal page only. So it does not affect everyone, but it would affect the way that you viewed the vehicle page tab.
It looks like we don't have any new questions popping in. So if you do have any questions at all about today's session or any of the updates coming through, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of your account managers or to your reseller, and they'll be happy to get you any of those answers. Until next time, I'm Shay Green, and I want to thank everyone, especially Hillary, for joining us today for Wildcard Wednesday. We'll see you guys next time. Same Geotab time, same Geotab channel. Thanks so much.